Hello students, welcome to my channel Maths with Pannu. Today we will discuss about the topic of vectors. Okay, so before starting this chapter and the main questions, we should know what are the vectors. So students, vectors is that quantity. Vector is that quantity that has both, first of all, magnitude. Magnitude means length, okay, and the second one is direction, means vector has both the qualities. Magnitude means length and direction, okay, and it is understand by a straight line which is like the path, and this one is the initial point. You can take it A and B, and you can make the sign of the direction, and this is your initial point, okay, and this is your terminal point. Terminal where you have to end of your journey, terminal point, and we can represent it like a b vector, okay, and you can also represent it as a vector, means when we have to define the vectors and we write it b vector and c vector. If we started our journey, we started our path with the zero initial point, means we can define it as o, and in this way we can name, we can give the any name of this line. You can say that b vector only, okay. Now this is the representation of vector. Now it is the question, what is scalar point? Scalar point is that point like a dot which has not covered any distance, and we write here a to a, means it has not covering any distance, and b to b it has only magnitude, no direction, okay. Means when we are studying about the scalar points, so it means only magnitude, only length, not direction, okay. And what is the length and what is the magnitude of a vector? We discuss here. First of all, we should know about the position vector. Position vector, okay, because vector are studying in a space, and in the space we have three directions like in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and we have to make the three angles like alpha, and for this beta, and for this gamma, and this is direction we can take it as I, and the vector is represented by x, and in this direction we can take j, and this representation line is represented by y, and this is called the direction j, and we can represent it j also. And we can write here position vector like as r vector, and we can write here xi plus yj and zk. So students, this is the form of a vector, okay, and this is called the position vector. You can take any example like you can write here r vector. We can take an example like 2i plus 3j plus 4k, then this is a vector, okay. I, j, k represent the direction, and 2, 3 and 4 are scalar quantities, okay. Now it is the question, what is the position vector? Now we move on the other topic, that is the what are our equal vectors. Equal vectors are those vectors, they have equal scalar points and like you can say that a vector is equal to 3i plus 2j and 4k. Okay, and suppose we have another vector that is r, that is xi plus yj and zk. Okay, both these vectors are available in our question, and he asks us that these two vectors are equal and find the value of x, y and z. Okay, so we write here a vector is equal to r vector. So we write here 3i plus 2j plus 4k, and r vector is equal to xi, yj and zk. Okay, then after comparing the vectors, both like if we compare the I on both sides, then we get 3 is equal to x, and if we compare the j and we get y is equal to 2, and the coefficient of k here is 4 is equal to z. It means if we have the question that this is the vector a and r, and you are given that both of these vectors are equal, then find the value of x, y and z. Then if the vectors are equal, so what is the meaning of equal vector, students? You can understand then that these two vectors are equal, means here we have 3i plus 2j plus 4k, and on the other side we also have 3i. If we put the values of x, y, z in this vector, we get the same vector. Means we have the vector which are equal in direction and magnitude also. Okay, this is the definition, that both vectors are equal if we have the direction same on both these vectors and magnitude of these two vectors are equal, then these vectors are called equal vectors. Okay, now what is negative vector? If we change the direction, okay, and if we write AB and BA, this is the difference of direction. Okay, AB vector, what is AB vector? Suppose you have I plus j and plus 3k. Suppose you have 2i plus 5j. Okay, and if we take the negative sign of this and we write here 2i plus 5j plus 3k, then this is called the negative vector. Okay, now we talk about the magnitude. Magnitude is the length of the vector, and how we can find the magnitude of a vector. Suppose we have the vector A like 3i plus 7j plus 1k like this. Okay, and you can say that 4k. So for finding the magnitude, you write here the sign of mod. So students, what is the magnitude of a vector? First of all, we should know about the formula. Suppose you have r vector is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Then if you want to find the length of these vectors, then you can apply the same this formula, like you write here square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, now what is our question? To find the magnitude, this one. We have the question 3i plus 7j plus 4k. Okay, to find the magnitude, first of all we write here the sign of square root, and after that you can square the coefficient of I, you can say that, and after 7 to the square and 4 square. Remember the one point, if you have the negative sign in your vector, then you can write it here within the braces in this way, because within the braces, if you write the minus to the square, then you know very well it can take the positive sign. Okay, now after solving it we get 3 3s are 9 and 7 7s are 49 and 4 4s are 16. Okay, now you add these quantities like 49 plus 9 and 16. You can get it very well, and after that adding you get your answer like 9 9 18, 18 plus 6 24, and 4 plus 2 6 plus 7. Okay, then you get your answer square root of 74 or whatever. So students, this is the way how to find the length of a vector. Okay, magnitude of a vector. Now we are moving on our next time, that is unit vector. Unit vector, because its name indicate that unit vector is that vector whose magnitude mostly is equal to 1. Mostly we are taking this vector in this sense. And if we are given in the question that suppose you have a vector like 3i, we can write here 3i plus 2j, okay, and plus 4k, and we have to find its unit vector. So first of all we find the magnitude of this vector. Okay, to find the magnitude we write here 3 to the square plus 2 square plus 4 square, and we get the value 3 3s are 9, 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. Okay, and after adding these three quantities we get 29 here, because 16 plus 13 we get 29. Okay, now if we are find to the unit vector, then we write here a cap, and the formula of finding the unit vector we write here a vector upon a vector magnitude of the a vector. Okay, and we write here the values, and the values of a vector is 3i plus 2j plus 4k. Okay, and we write in the denominator square root of 29. Okay, so in this way we get the unit vector, and this is our answer. So nextly we should find the after the unit vector we can find the angle between the two vectors. Okay student, so to find the angle we have to apply the formula cos theta, and the formula of cos theta is a vector dot b vector upon b vector, we can take the magnitude of the b vector. Okay, so first of all for studying it we should know what is the scalar product, means dot product of vectors. So students, we have studied that a vector, suppose you have a vector like 3i plus 5j and plus 8k. Okay, and suppose you have a b vector like I plus j plus 3k. Okay, so before starting this topic we should know about what are the addition, subtraction and dot products of the vectors. So students, if we add these two vectors, so we can write here a vector plus b vector. So we can add these two vectors like 3 plus 1. We are not writing here subjectively. I want to tell you the shortcut method, so we need not write here thoroughly. And 3 plus 1 you get 4i, okay, and 5 plus 1 you get 6j, and 8 plus 3 you get 4k. So this is the addition of the two vectors. And for the subtraction, you know very well, okay, and we take the sign of minus, and 3 minus 1 we get 2i, 5 minus 1 we get 4j, and 8 minus 3 we get 5k, okay. And for finding the dot product of the vectors, for the dot product we write here a vector dot b vector. And first of all we write here the components of a, like 3i plus 5j plus 8k. And for the b vector we write here 2i plus 4j plus 5k. Suppose we take this example, accept it, okay. Suppose we have the a vector like 3i plus 5j plus 8k, and the b vector, well, b vector is I plus j plus 3k, so we can take any other vector like 2i plus 4j plus 5k. You can take any vector. So when we multiply these two vectors, 3i plus 2i, so first of all we write here thoroughly. So we write here 3i multiply 2i, okay, and 5j multiply 4j, and 8k we should write here dot for your understanding, and 5k, okay. Now we should know that I dot I is 1, okay. This is the formula. Students, you do not know the formulas of the vectors, and I want to tell you that by applying these formulas in question, we can well understand these formulas, okay. And I am giving you the list in the ending of the chapter. So I dot I is equal to 1, and j dot j is equal to 1. These are the formulas. And k dot k is equal to 1. This is the dot product. So in our product we get 3 multiply 2. 3 multiply 2 is 6. So I dot I we have 1, and j dot j we have also 1. 5 4s are 20, and 8 3s are 24, and k dot k 1, okay. And we get 24 plus 20 44, 44 plus 6 we get 50 as our answer, okay. I repeat my concept. For example, we take the components of a vector like 3i plus 5j plus 8k. We can take any example, okay. You do not connect it with this vector. We take any other example in this question. So the vector a components a plus 3i plus 5j plus 8k, and the components of b is 2i plus 4j plus 5k. By multiplying 3i into 2i, we should not need to write this line. I write this line only for your understanding, that we should multiply 3i with 2i, 5j 4j, 8k 5k. I dot I is 1, j dot j is 1, and k dot k is 1. So we get our answer. Now your question is that when we multiply 3i, then we multiply this component with the three components. This is the way of integration when we are solving the braces. I know that your question is absolutely right. But when we multiply I with the I, then we got 1 in the dot product. And when we can multiply I with the j and I with the k, then we got 0. Okay, so you can see in this formulas, students, when we multiply I with j, then we get 0. I with k also we get 0. If we multiply the different directions, then we get 0. Like when we multiply j dot I, we get 0. Okay, and k dot j, or otherwise if we are multiplying the difference I j k, then we get the 0. We get 1 only when we are multiplying, when we take the dot product of I dot I1 and j dot j1 and k dot k1. So students, when we multiply both the braces I plus j and plus k, and for example you multiply 2i plus 3j plus 4k. Okay, so when we multiply I within the three components, like when we multiply I with 2i, okay, and when we multiply I with 3j, okay, in this way, and when we multiply I with the 4k, okay, so we get I dot I1, so we get 1, and I dot j is 0. So that's why in our previous question we should not read these components thoroughly. We directly multiply I dot I1, j dot j1 and k dot k1. We should not need the multiply as a whole. So these are some basic formulas. Okay students, now, and if we are talking about the angle cos theta, okay, suppose we have the vectors like a vector is I plus j plus k, and b vector is the same 2i plus 3j plus 4k. Okay, uh, just 1 minute, and we can write here as a cycle like a j and k, and you can remember it I dot I1 because when we are doing the vector product, this is the dot product, and when we are using the vector product, I will tell you the same formulas at this time. If we multiply I cross I, है ना, and if we take the dot product of I dot I, then we take 1. In the next questions that we will done, in that questions we use the formula I cross I is equal to 0, j cross j is also 0, and k cross k is also 0. Students, this is the vector product, we can call it a cross product. This is the dot product, okay, and we have the questions both of dot product and cross product. Okay, so if we multiply I with the j in this way, when we multiply I and j, then we get k, because it is going on the clockwise direction. And if we multiply j with the k, and you can write here j multiply k, then you get I. Okay, and if you multiply k with I, then k with I, then you get j, because you are doing in the clockwise direction. Okay, and if you are doing in the anti-clockwise direction, means if direction is opposite, for example you are not writing here I cross j, you can only write j cross I, so you can write here minus k. In the place of k, you write here minus k. Okay, and if you can write here a k dot j, then you write here minus I, and in this same way if you write k cross I, then you can write minus j. Means if you take it in the clockwise direction, then you write k I j simply, and if you write in the anti-clockwise direction, then you put the sign of minus specially. Okay, so we are doing these examples after some time. First of all, we are talking about here at this time a and b, we are talking about the angle between the two vectors. Okay, so first of all we take the dot product of these two vectors according to our formula. And what is our formula, students? The formula is that cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector upon b vector, the we can take the magnitude of b vector. Okay, so for this, first of all we are doing the dot product. For this we write here I plus j plus k, and we can take the dot product of this 2i plus 3j plus 4k, and we can multiply here I dot I1, so we get 2, and j dot j1, so we get 3, and k dot k1, so we get 4. Okay, so 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9, we get 9. And after that we can take the magnitude of these two vectors, means a vector the mod, um, sorry for that, we write here a vector mod also. Okay, because for taking the angle, first of all we write here a vector dot b vector upon a vector mod and b vector mod. Okay, so we can take the mode of both these vectors. So we are taking the magnitude of a here, and we write here 1 the square, because component of I, j and k 1, and we write here 1 in the 3 times. And for taking the magnitude of the b vector, first of all we write here 2 square plus 3 square and 4 square. So students, we write here a square root of 3, and 2 the square is 4, plus 3 to the square is 9, and 4 the square is 16, and we get root 29. Okay, now we put all these values in our formula. Okay, so I repeat my formula, that is equal to a vector dot b vector upon the magnitude of a and b. What is the dot product of a and b? That is equal to 9, and the magnitude of the a vector is 3, square root of 3, and this is the square root of 29. So we can check our answer again. A vector dot b vector is 9, the magnitude of a is square root of 3, and magnitude of b is root 29. So students, we put our values, and after that we can solve it. Students, if you are not cancelling these terms, then you left this question here, and you can write only we get the angle like cos inverse 9 square root of 3 multiply 29, and you get your final value. And if you have the another numerical digits, and you get your answer like you get 1 by 2 by cancelling these terms, suppose you get 1 by 2, then in your question, what is the angle of this digit in the cos? I think for the 1 by 2 we get cos 60 degree. Okay, so we can write here pi upon 3, because the value of pi is 180 degree, and by cancelling it we get 60 degree. Okay, so by cancelling these two we get our angle. Okay, so sometime you get your angle directly, and sometime you are not cancelling the digits, so you can left your question, and in this way you can write here theta is equal to cos inverse 9 upon this, and if you have the simple value, then you can apply the angle, you can find the angle of the theta. Okay, so students, we will discuss its next time in my next videos. Thank you.